Alright, Renaissance Man, Strength to Change. And I'm going to talk a little bit about time and life and the inevitability of things. And I will say this, a lot of times we can keep ourselves mentally and emotionally fit, training at the gym, all that kind of stuff, everything else, and look after ourselves. But there comes a time where our bodies will eventually fail. They're not built to last forever, unfortunately. We can only do so much. Now, I'm in a situation now where my mum and dad, who I have been looking after, my parents, I've been helping to look after them, care for them, and, you know, do things for them. In fact, I'm heading over there, as I usually do each weekend, to do things for them. And, you know, it's coming to a point where they cannot exist on the amount of care that I'm able to give, and they are now looking at going into a care home. And the gratitude that I have isn't because they're going to a care home. The gratitude I have is for the time I've had with my parents. For the past 2 years, I've been very lucky to have a very central, active role in looking after them with what I've been able to do, because I love them. And it's very hard to see and look at the situation, and not because of any selfish thing, of anything else. You know, when I was talking with my mum yesterday and laughing and joking, I said, you know, I'm going to have to get another job now and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I was laughing, and, you know, my mum was saying to me, oh, you know, we don't want to put your life on hold and everything else. And I said something to my mum, is that if you are doing something you truly believe needs doing, and you truly believe that it's the right thing to do, then you're not putting your life on hold. Yes, some things may not be happening, some things I might miss out on, but I can honestly say this, that the past 2 years I've had with my mum and dad, and to spend time with them, even though sometimes I've left and I've gone, because it can get tiring looking after someone, it can. But I've got a lot of gratitude because I spend that time with them. And not very many people are fortunate to have that time with their parents, with loved ones, to be able to do that. It's a very, very touching thing that I've had that. And there's an old saying, I don't believe anybody has ever said, I wish I spent more time at the office. It's usually the other way around, right? So I am looking at this next part of my life, and if I'm going to be very honest, looking at the next part is that with their bodies and their health and everything else failing, that in the near future, and I don't have that much time with them, in the near future I will lose one of my parents. The gratitude comes in is that if I hadn't have had this, there would have been a lot of regrets, a lot of unfinished things that I just would not have been able to have had. yes, Mum, that means that my life is far from being put on hold. It means that I have had things in my life that some people just don't get to have, and some people would trade that in heartbeats. So what I'm going to say now is that, you know, we all have goals, we all have plans, and we should follow them to the best of our ability. But we should always remember that time lost with family, with loved ones, with all that kind of thing, time lost with them is irreplaceable. And I'm fortunate to have had a lot of time with my parents, a lot of time with them. Very fortunate indeed. So, just a few thoughts to bear in mind and to think on. Be grateful and strive to look for the things that truly are going to give you less regret and more gratitude.